Good morning students. Here today we are going to start with exercise 2.4 question number 3 as we have already completed first two question. In question number 3 we have to find the in question number 3 we have to find the missing values. We have to find the missing values. For this we will use these four methods. First, find x. Find the value of x. Second method, put the value of x in px. Put the value of x in px. Third step, put px is equals to 0. Fourth step, solve for missing values. Solve for missing values. Let me tell you about this. First, if they will give you x is equals to 3, then question is very easy. We will use x is equals to 3. But if they will write like x plus 3 is a factor, then we will first find out the value of x by putting is equals to 0. Like x plus 3 is a factor, then x is equal to minus 3. If this is a factor, then it is known as the 0 of the polynomial. Put this polynomial in px. Then p minus 3. You have to put equal to 0. When you will put equals to 0, you can solve the question for the missing values. These points will be more clear when I will take the question. So let me start with question number 1. Part number 1 of question number 3. First part is find k. First part is find k if x minus 1 is a factor, as x minus 1 is a factor of px. This is given. So what we can write, therefore x minus 1 equal to 0. This implies x is equal to 1 is the 0 of polynomial, is 0 of the polynomial px. Name this as equation number 1, because we are going to use, whenever we will put x is equal to 1, we always can put px is equals to 0. Now the first part is px is equals to x cube plus x plus k. So sorry, it is x square. So what we will do? Put x is equals to 1. Put x is equals to 1 in px. Then px will become p1 is equal to 1 square plus 1 plus k. p1 we can write equal to 0 by 1, because x is equal to 1 is the 0 of polynomial. It means whenever you will put x is equal to 1 in the polynomial, it will become p1 and it should be equal to 0, because if it is a 0 of the polynomial, it means it is completely divisible, means the remainder will be 0. Is equal to 1 square is 1 plus 1 plus k. 0, 1 plus 1 is 2 plus k. So k is equals to, this implied k is equals to minus 2. This is our answer of part number 1. Now part number 2, as this part is same for all the parts, so I am not going to erase it. I am just going to change the polynomial for part number 2. For part number 2, they have given the polynomial 2x square plus kx plus under root 2. This is part number 2. So how will we solve this part? By the same method, put x is equals to 1 in px. Put x is equals to 1 in px. Then the polynomial px will become p1. And you have to change these x by 1. 2 into 1 square plus k into 1 plus under root 2. 2 into 1 square is 1. K into 1 is k plus under root 2. And we know that p1 is equals to 0. Why 0? By 1. By using 1. The same reason. So 0 is equal to 2 into 1 is 2 plus k plus under root 2. Now we have to solve for k. So just shift these two numbers this side. So minus 2 minus under root 2. This is a rational number and this is irrational number. They both can't be added and can't be subtracted. But we can take minus common. So the final answer is minus under root 2 plus 2. This is our answer for part number 2. It means this is the value of k, by which when you will put equals to, the answer will be equals to 0. Now part number 3, they have given another polynomial, and the polynomial for part number 3, that is px is equals to kx square minus under root 2x plus 1. Again they have given one irrational number. So how will we solve? Put x is equal to 1 in px. Then it will become p1 is equals to k into 1 square minus under root 2 into 1 plus 1. This is equals to 0. K into 1 is k. Under root 2 into 1 is under root 2 plus 1. And how I have written 0? By using 1. In maths you have to give reason for each and every step. That why you are using this 0, why you are putting the value, you have to mention these points. Then k minus under root 2 plus 1. This implies k is equal to, shift these two numbers this side, then under root 2 minus 1. They both can't be added, can't be subtracted, because one is irrational and one number is rational. Fine students. So this is all about part number 3. Now I am going to start part number 4. In part number 4 they have written 2 k's. Means 2 values they have written here. Part number 4, px is equals to kx square minus 3x plus k. So p, put x is equal to 1 in px. Then px will become p1. And it will be equal to k into 1 square minus 3 into 1 plus 1. P1 is 0. K, 1 square is 1, 1 into k is k, minus 3 plus, they have written here k, plus k. By 1 we have written equals to 0. K plus k, 2k, minus 3. This implies 2k is equal to 3. This implies k is equal to 3 upon 2. This is our answer of part number 4. Am I clear, student? So I hope you all will able to complete question number 3 and all the 4 parts you have to solve for the missing values. Fine, students. So this is all about question number 3. Fine. Now students, here I have written 2 parts of question number 4. This is question number 4 of your NCERT. Question is factorize. Now you have done these types of question in your class 8 also. 12x square minus 7x plus 1. We have to find the factor of this polynomial, and this is a quadratic one. So there will be, degree is 2, so there will be 2 factor. How will we calculate that factor? By splitting the middle term. By middle term splitting. How will you split the middle term? Just write 12x square and here write plus 1. I have not changed these two values. I am just going to change the value of minus 7. And how will you change? We will change so that if we will add them, this sign we will tell, if we will add them, answer will be minus 7. 1 into 12. 1 into 12 is 12. If we will multiply them, answer will be 12. Means just suggest me two numbers. Those multiplication is plus 12 and those addition is minus 7. As we are talking about the addition, it means both the numbers will be of the same sign. So 3 into 4 is 12. But I need minus 7. So minus 3 minus 4. So minus 4x minus 3x. Just see, minus 4x minus 3x. Is it minus 7? Yes. Minus 4 into minus 3. Is it plus 12? Yes. Multiplication is plus 12. So it means these values are right. Now what we will do? We will take common from first two numbers. So what is common in digit? 12 and 4, 4 is common. And x square 1x. So 1x is common. So what is left here? 4 3s are 12. I have taken 1x, then 1x is left. Minus 1. Because 4x I have taken completely outside. Now nothing is common here. Minus is always common. So I have taken minus sign common. So 3x पहले ही था minus का. Now it will be of plus. 1 I have taken minus common, then the plus 1 will become minus 1. If these two brackets are same, it means you are doing correctly. Now from these two, what I can take common? I can take common 3x minus 1. So what is left? If I have taken this number, what is left? 4x. If I had taken this number common, what is left? Minus 1. So this will be the answer. These are the two factors of this number. If you want to check your answer, you can multiply these two brackets. The answer will be same like this. Fine students. So this is part number 1. Let me take part number 2. And I hope you will be able to complete next two part of this question. Part number 2 is 2x square plus 7x plus 3. Now 3 2s are 6. So multiplication should be equal to 6. Plus sign is there. Addition should be equals to 7. Now suggest me two numbers in which addition is 7 and multiplication is 6. I think some students are thinking about that 3 into 2 is 6. Yes, 3 into 2 is 6. But 3 plus 2 is 5 and we need 7. So think about more factors of 6. So we can take 6x into 1x. 1x means x. So can I take these two numbers? 6x plus 1x is 7x. 6 into 1 is 6. Fine. Now what I can take common? 2 and 6. From these two I can take 2 common. X square x. I can take x common. In the first bracket we always will be able to take x common outside. So what is left? X plus 2 3s are. You just see when this 2 will divide 6. It will divide on 3. And x is we have already taken outside. Nothing is common here in these two numbers. Then what is common? 1. Then what is left? The same number. If you have not taken anything common, the same number will be left. Both these brackets are same. It means we are doing the question correctly. Now what is common in these two numbers? One bracket is common, that is x plus 3. What is left? 2x plus 1. So this is the factorization of this polynomial. If you will multiply these two, the answer will be this only. Clear students? So this is all about the factorization. You just try the next two questions. If you are not able to do, then we will discuss during our class or our online classes. Otherwise, you all will be able to complete, I believe. Fine students. So you have to do question number 3 and question number 4. For the cubic polynomial, we will discuss in the next class. Thank you, class.